Welcome back to Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Adam.
And today we are going back to one of our favorite local distilleries. This is the Wheeler's Raid, number 18. They got it all the way up to 18, I think, and 19. This is rye finished in a rum cask. This came out September-ish?
Yeah, it was early fall.
Early fall. And we went over to the distillery. They did a distillery-only release. Went over there. I grabbed this one. And they also have a bourbon finish in rum. I grabbed that.
So 18.
So this is number 18.
That signifies 18 expressions or 18 finishes or what? Like, what does that mean? Do you know?
So, like, number 1 is just their regular bourbon. Number 2 is their barrel proof bourbon. Number 3 is their French oak bourbon. Okay. So every time they
do a new
come up with a new recipe, it's a new number.
Okay. I've got a 16 double barreled. I think you do as well. Or...
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Loved it.
Yeah, that was really good.
So this bottle, there's technically no neck pour. Did you notice that?
To the top?
Well, it was filled right to there.
Yeah. You're going to get your money's worth.
All right, so thumbs up for the bottle open. But what do we know about Wheeler's Raid? So they're named after a distillery. We okay, or you need more?
It seems like you keep pouring me more, though.
Big
gulps. Does that mean I'm an alcoholic? Or like...
I do tend to drink faster than he does.
You do drink faster than me, definitely. All right, Wheeler's Raid is named after a
Civil War battle.
Yeah, it was a general. I want to say it was a Confederate general that was trying to break up a supply line, and they went over, and it was a bunch of wagons carrying supplies. They raided it, and then they realized that a lot of the wagons were carrying whiskey. So instead of burning it all, which is what their orders were, they kept the whiskey and brought it back to the troops. It's
one of the best origin stories of a distillery I've ever heard.
Well, that's just the name. That was how they came up with the name.
That's awesome.
And it happened just outside of Nolensville.
Okay.
Apparently. So,
wow.
That's the
idea.
Yeah, see? Learn something new every day. Outside of that, we know they source whiskey from MGP.
I know what recipe this one is.
I was going to say, they don't really disclose a lot of information.
Yeah.
They do tend to use the 95.5 rye.
I know what mash bill.
Is it the 95.5 or is it the barely?
Yeah, there's another one that's like 51% rye, 45% corn. I kind of wish they would blend the two, which is what some of the other sourcers do.
This should be 18 and they should do the other one like 18.5. So you get two.
Ooh, two different ones. Same finish, but two different.
Yeah, I mean this nose.
What?
I like this nose a lot.
I don't mind it, but there's that herbal mint. Almost, we're starting towards a dill note.
But it plays with the fruity.
It
plays with that fruitiness so well. It tickles my nose, which makes me excited to drink it.
I don't get much of the rum though on the nose.
I'm not getting a lot of rum. I am getting fruit notes, but it's not like rum sweetness, like the sugarcane note that I was kind of thinking might show up.
Let's have a taste first.
Well, that's more rye than rum, but there's an impact there. There is
I'm getting the rum now as my mouth starts to water on the sides and the front of my tongue.
Yes.
Yep. That's where I'm getting that rum spice, the sweetness. Everything else is just...
It's 95.5 at 116 proof, so it's
got punch.
Got a little. There's a warmth coming through the chest area, and there's a little bit of a spice note that kind of hits the back of the throat, like a pepper note or those kind of things. But yeah, the mouth starts watering because and there's just a lot of there are some sweet sugarcane type rum notes that pop. Now, with what we experienced with the honey barrel, I'd like to see what that tastes like in about a month. With air, and does it start to totally flip over so that more rum starts popping out? Or maybe it happens with a little bit of water. I guess we'll see, huh?
I get a lot more rum on the second.
That guy, yep. That guy turned super honey. You got a lot more rum?
A lot more rum notes
So
on the
the
second.
bourbon versus a rye.
Second
I feel like
taste.
that rye is just still going to be
Strong.
very. It's
distinct.
yeah.
There are very distinct notes that come off of that.
I'm coming around to the 95.5. I think it depends how long it's been sitting around. If it's been finished, I'm coming around a little bit.
Yeah.
The very first, obviously, the first couple of times, we were both like,
There was a
No,
huge
thank you,
difference
sir.
in between years. 4 to 6 to 8 year old rye of 95. It's so much more sugary.
Yes,
Coffee
it does start
notes.
to get really sweet. That
I love
early,
rye,
the
and
younger, spicy, mint, still, or like herbally or
Yeah.
peppery spice. It's just like, nah, I don't
Yeah.
want to drink that.
Once you get to 6 and 8 years, that it kind of tapers off. and you
Butterscotch
get-
notes, the notes start to come in.
You
and
get
stuff
toffee,
like
you
that.
get
Yeah,
sweetness,
toffee.
you get
Yeah.
candy notes.
Yep.
second sip was way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
I'm a fan.
But
of
there's
rum.
still a spice,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's like there is that sugarcane sweet note that kind of pops through in the middle of that.
Yeah, now I'm getting all of that in the front, just sitting on the roof of my mouth.
I like getting rye first and then getting the finish.
Having
yeah.
two different,
Like that,
having two different
I
impacts.
would rather
And I
have
get it with
that spice in the front, and then let it finish
Sweeter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's drop a little water in here. All right,
Now, this
so,
one I think is absolutely going to get hotter.
yeah, I think that 116 is gonna just totally pop.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
More
4
rum
years,
notes?
9 months, probably. They don't share this, and honestly, we didn't ask, but it's probably 60 to 90 days
Yeah.
in the rum barrel.
It's probably about 4.5 years.
Yeah, and then
dropped in for
yep,
a bit.
exactly. That's generally what that's the normal.
Nose
I'm
blowing
not
out.
sure. Yeah, it did. Wow.
I get caramels now. I get
You don't get the
notes.
you don't get the 95.5.
Yeah, the sugar is showing up way more now.
Yep.
Now, the funny story on this one is when we did go in to buy these bottles, they recognized who we were. They said, you guys going to give a good review?
You gotta take it easy on us.
We were like, well, I don't know. It depends if it's any good.
Or do you want to give me another bottle?
We got to be honest, okay?
Yeah, that's the whole point, is to
That's
be
the whole
honest.
point
I
of
don't,
this,
I don't,
right?
there's certain ones we've been super happy with. There's certain ones we haven't been as happy with, honestly. I mean, their regular rye, which is the number 4, it's just MGP 95.5 rye, and that is not really in our wheelhouse.
But I mean, they're here locally. Nice guys. They're putting out an unbelievable product. They're very open that it's sourced, but they're all about finishing.
Yeah.
And they've done a really. I mean, this is the 18th.
Right.
We call it variation.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're 18 in, and what? 5 years ago is probably the first time I even heard of them and had a bottle.
16. They started in 16.
So 6 years ago.
Yeah.
7 years ago.
Yeah,
So-
but just
now,
being open
yeah,
with
yeah.
their product, just being
Yeah, they source it. And I talked to Doug at one
open.
point that I was there. I was like, you ever think about distilling? He's like, that brings in a whole lot
It's a lot of
of
money.
other skill sets, money. Like,
Hey,
finishing.
why you can get stuff from MGP when they've locked a lot of other
Right.
people out?
Yeah.
What,
If you're already in that list, go for it. Keep rolling
I
with
just
it.
wish that their tasting room was open
More days?
more days.
Because it's what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday only,
Yeah.
right?
And I think at some point they're probably going to outgrow that facility.
Probably.
yeah.
So
And they have live music almost every night, including the Ryan. He has a band that plays.
yep.
Really?
once in a while. Yeah, the owner actually has a band that plays. He plays the guitar.
That's cool.
One of my old neighbors plays in there. I think his band's called Eight Track.
8-track.
Okay.
Yep,
They're in
they play there all the
They
time.
play once or twice a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cover band.
Yeah, there's like
name for a cover
there's-
band. Come on.
so they have 3 nights a week of music, and probably 2 of the nights is cover, and one time they have in somebody coming in and like
It's
doing
a nice
their
little,
own music.
It's a nice little spot.
It's a cool little bar. It's a very cool little bar. If you're in the Nolensville area, absolutely recommend swinging in.
But Thursday, Friday,
Cocktails are
Saturday.
good. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's it. Cocktails are really good. Prices are very reasonable. It's not city prices. It's
And if you're not a whiskey
prices.
drinker, if you're not a whiskey drinker, because everyone comes in price. A party comes in, they do have their own
Seltzers,
canned cocktails.
That, yeah.
Their gins and vodka based cocktails, so they do cater a little bit to the non-brown water people.
The non-brown water.
Yep.
They're doing good things. But I gotta say, I'm a fan of rum, and I'm a fan of rye whiskey, and they're doing it well. This is good stuff. The only other expression I thought that would more like that toasted rye that you have and Alan has, great.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Their toasted rye is very good.
Vanilla forward.
Their honey's really popular around here. When it hits,
It goes quick. Yeah.
You can call a liquor store, but if you weren't there when it opened up, you're not getting one.
And that was their second time doing it, so it's gonna.
They have their own method
better
though.
and
Like
better.
Doug was telling us about, they have
a barrel spinning thing that they do. Yeah.
I'm thinking what they should do now is cars. Put it inside of a trunk of a car, drive around Barley Parkway. I mean, you got
Slosh it,
people
do
doing it
some-
on water. Come on, do your own bourbon barrel in a car.
in a electric vehicle, right? So
Oh yeah,
No carbon emissions.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can tag up and drive. Yeah.
I don't prefer it with the water.
I don't either. Yeah,
It got way more herbal spice and lost a lot of the sweet notes on the palate.
100%.
I'm just.
Rum goes away.
Yeah.
It's all herbal. For rye people, it's great.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
people who don't
It'd
like
be a
rye,
nice rye. It'd be a very nice rye with a little bit of a sweet note, but
Yeah.
I got more of the rum notes neat. So
Yes.
I would say I prefer that. Again, I'm going to let that bottle sit for about a month and then crack it open again and see what it looks like, because
Nice little
I think
piece-
it's going to be a big change once this opens up.
I could see that as a good dessert pour too. That with a piece of cheesecake, a little piece of chocolate or something.
I could see a sea salt chocolate going.
Yeah.
$80. I mean, for your almost 5-year-old and doing a finishing, little heavy, but I think
There's
probably
work involved.
there's work involved when you're
Yeah.
barreling into another thing. They got to buy a rum cask, all that kind of stuff. So I get the price, and I don't mind it, and I love supporting the local company and all that kind of stuff. Really wish they would have tried. I agree. If they would have done 18 and 18.5, that would have been awesome. Do the 95.5, do the 51%
Ryan,
rye.
Tony, Doug, listen.
And really, like, see what the sweetness difference on that just barely rye would be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be so sweet with the rum and a just barely rye.
Yep.
I think that would be really, really cool to mess around with. Or figure out a way to blend the two.
Check out review of 18. It's good.
Sure.
You guys are doing great things.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that you guys are local doing this.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's local. I'm
It's
excited
local.
about that. That's great.
I'm
That's
actually
great.
see what 19 and 20 are.
19th right there. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Oh, sorry. 20. Yeah, I know you know. 20,
We're doing that in a little. In
20 and
in
21
about a
and
couple weeks.
22. Like, what are they thinking? Like, what's
What's the next finish version? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because they have a sherry finish. Yeah, where are they gonna go? They've done French oak. They've done double barreling. They've
Are they
done
going to go back
honeys.
and kind of mix some of the... I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
Mill Creek Stout finished. Prisoner.
That's what I'm saying.
Playing
I've
the
been saying
prisoner.
that for like 2 years. I don't understand. They were across the street from each other. All right. Well, again, we love reviewing the stuff that Wheeler's Raid puts out. I don't know what their distribution is, though. Is it still just...
it's Tennessee and Georgia.
I think it's north. I think they go as far as Atlanta. I don't think it's all Georgia.
I want to say they went full state.
Okay.
I believe they went full state late last year.
Okay.
Wow, it's only in you can't
Two
get it.
states.
It's only
Two
two
states.
states.
Yep.
Yeah. Very limited distribution.
Again,
It's very limited production.
but again, I think at some point they're going to get a bigger facility ramp.
They're going to expand.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to expand.
They're doing good
Someone's
things.
going to private equity throw some dollars their way.
Let's
It's
hope
going to
so.
happen.
No, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They put out a very good product. Haven't been disappointed with anything that's come out of there.
No.
Super nice guys. You
Yes.
know, a lot of those guys are in and out of their tasting room. So when you stop in, you can talk to the guys that are behind all this. Very approachable. Well, thanks for watching our review of the Wheeler's Raid 18 year rye. Finishing a rum cask. Again, solid bottle. Yeah. Definitely, in our opinion, I think it's worth the $80.
Yeah, it's totally a different experience. It's worth $80 to just have a different rye profile.
Yep. But again, we appreciate you watching our review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, we'd love the support and love for you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
While you're down there, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel and trying to also expose some of our local distilleries. As I look around on the internet for information about this, no one else is covering this. No one else is reviewing this. Every time I put in Wheeler's Raid, guess who comes up? It's us talking about Wheeler's Raid. So
hey, you're passing through the area. That's cool.
It's a great place. You should
stop in, or at least poke your nose in a liquor store. Grab a bottle. Take it with you.
Yeah, sure. It's good. It's very good stuff.
Yep. Well, thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Yeah.